Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben Fisk for the Darkfall Protocol, and I'd like to welcome you back to SnapQuest.
Welcome back.
Now first off, thank you to everybody who commented on the last iteration of this achievement. Judging by all these positive critiques, I think it's safe to say that I made it out of the tutorial realm. Now today, you may notice things have changed a little bit. The ambient temperature is about 20 degrees colder than it was the first time we did this. The sun's setting about an hour and a half earlier, and it's way later in the day. All of these things are against us, and that's exactly what we've got to go find out. What exactly is still around for us to photograph? This, ladies and gentlemen, is SnapQuest, Episode 2. This time behind the camera, we have my wonderful brother, Charlie. Oh! Sir, is it just everybody's favorite time to be driving loudly? Now, in addition to my support staff, there are going to be a couple noticeable differences from the first time through. Last time I had 5 submissions being my goal. Today it's only going to be 3. But any animal that I have already submitted, I have to now find a better picture for it to count. In addition, because we're kind of going off of the Pokemon meta and because I always need something to look for, not only are carnivorous birds going to be considered legendary pretty much always, but today we're going to be looking for unique bugs. Any unique bugs that we're able to find are going to be given an additional modifier, and the reason I'm comfortable with that is it's cold and most of them are probably dead. I think I've explained myself enough. Let's get out there.
Well, tell me some more. I'm a suck egg too. Well, put down that horn. We'll have dancing school.
Oh my God. I mean, 1 out of 3 right there. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Dragonfly. A couple days after we did the first iteration of this, I was out here doing this walk, and the heron was over there, of all places, kind of like perched up on that, like that sluice gate. It was one of those things where I was like, dang, that's almost a cool enough picture that it might rival the one that I've taken. Of course, he's not there today when it counts, but you know, it's cool to know that he's around at least.
To the right.
Oh.
All right, then, moving target.
Oh! Oops, sorry. Pardon us. Sorry about that.
Well, all right, did you get the bird?
Nope.
It's a dangerous line of work, Ben. There he is again. No, I'm just kidding.
You!
So the hawk is going to be our legendary bird for the day.
Dude, I mean, I have a personal connection with birds, so whenever I see him, I get excited. Holy crap, and there he is. Look at the size of that thing. Oh yeah, we got it. If I'm not mistaken, it's a red-tailed hawk. I think it's even a different species from the last one. We've already got 1 bug, and we've got a legendary bird, and it has been... Oh, end workout.
This was voluntary. You asked me to do that.
You recruited me to make you look like an idiot. What are you talking about, man? Sirens going on? Like, this is not a very tranquil filming right.
The nerve of some ambulances.
Oh, nerve. You would know. You and all your EMT friends.
Hey, Ben, tell us a joke.
3 nuns are waiting to get in it.
Hey, Ben, let's tell a YouTube appropriate joke.
I was gonna say, I'm not telling that joke on film.
That's how you get demonetized then.
Say, yeah. Family friendly. I was a little bit worried because I gave like no instruction for how to actually score things, but the community, y'all killed it. You knew exactly what I was looking for, so.
To the left, to the left. Deer, deer. Look at the birdhouse. Look straight up from the birdhouse. He's standing still.
Hi there, Editor Ben speaking. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get this next part entirely on film, but out of nowhere, this random dog just tore out of the underbrush and barreled down on this deer.
That's insane.
Nature.
Come get your dog. That deer's gone, man.
Yeah, there's no way.
That deer's gone.
Ben, Ben. Just ran around the
Did
corner.
it go over there?
Yeah, it was in their backyard and it just ran around the corner.
How are you seeing all of these things? Kind of upstaging me. I need you to chill out, dude. What was I gonna say? So ladies and gentlemen, we have now successfully navigated to the area where we're going to be looking for the animals themselves. We've actually gotten really lucky. We lost the deer that went off into the person's yard, but we did see another one as we were walking over here. Now we just got to see if we can get a decent shot of him for once. Let's get after it.
So Ben, if you had to be any of the animals you photographed, which one would you be?
It's got to be a bird of some kind. I don't know. I mean, being a hawk, I feel like would be pretty cool, but I've never had to hunt for my own food before, so it's probably a lot harder than it sounds.
I feel like a turtle is not a bad lifestyle. Just, you know, you sit on a rock and you eat food, kind of how I live now. It's not bad.
You don't have to pay for housing.
Ben, deer. No, I'm messing with you again. It's too easy.
One of the first times I came through this way, right in the middle of this little clearing, there was this dead rabbit with no blood on it, no sign of how it had died, just splayed out in the middle of a clearing. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen. It was like bait. And so ever since then, I've always wondered what killed it.
Squirrel. It is. I can see it.
Another shout out I want to do was to By9.
Well done.
By9 actually went through in my comments and judged all of my submissions last time, just like Professor Oakwood, with all of the different point counters, all of that.
Wow.
So thank you. That made my experience so much better. But a point that they made was that in Pokemon Snap, the point is to get the animal in the center of the photo. I established that I'm doing this for Pokemon rules. I should be making sure that it's in the center. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's the new goal.
Perfect.
Well, Ben, imagine not having what you're filming right in the center.
So I'm gonna be able to find a turtle. There wasn't one there. Got a decent shot of a chickadee though. I think that counts. The wall behind that. Is there a turtle on it? I like there's something.
There's a turtle on it.
Is that?
Or a log. We're gonna let Ben find out.
Physically impossible for that turtle to care less about anything. Our usable daylight is on the Dissension. Anyway, and I don't remember, what's the expression for I'm gonna be really bothered until I get a good picture of a deer? Is that chip on your shoulder? I'm a writer, I should know this. I'm saying it is, how about that? I got a chip on I got some deer jerky on my shoulder. My bones told me to turn around. I just got this strong sense that we were supposed to be heading this direction, so I guess we are headed back now.
It's a bones day.
It's a bone. So the next question is, did somebody get that dog that was out attacking wildlife, or is that guy just like out here in the streets among us?
I don't see him anymore.
It's the DSM-6. They're just too dumb.
It's the entire DSM-6.
I am.
It's the DUM-6.
One time, I saw a really cool, like, giant hawk through here, and so every single time I have the opportunity, I always take this way back.
Ben, your footsteps are disturbing the animals.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the second round of SnapQuest. In addition to how we did it last time, this time I'm going to be putting some of the old photos up against my new submissions, and it will be up to the community to decide if my new entry is worth more points than my old entry. Without further ado, let's see what I saw out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are my final submissions for the second round of SnapQuest. I'm very excited to see what y'all think. The support on the last video was incredible. There were so many names of people who had been there since the beginning, since my first video, and there were plenty of comments from folks who I had never seen before. So whether you're new or old, I'm very happy to have you with me. This is Ben Fisk for the Darkfall Protocol. Last part. The last part. I made it to the outro. So until next time, this is Ben Fisk for the Darkfall Protocol. Signing off.
Nothing more to say.